Have you ever felt that math is sometimes intentionally confusing? Take imaginary numbers. The name itself sounds like a fairy tale, something made up just to torture high school students. In fact, René Descartes coined the term imaginary as an insult in the 17th century. But what if I told you that the concept of I, the square root of -1, is not a number in the traditional sense, but an action? Forget imaginary. Think of I as a steering wheel. In this guide, we are going to completely shift your perspective. We will show you that multiplying by I is simply a perfect 90-degree quarter turn in space. To understand this, we must first look at the 1D prison we all grew up in, the standard number line. Imagine driving a car perfectly straight on a highway. Moving forward represents positive numbers, and moving backward represents negative numbers. Now, what does it mean to multiply by -1? If you are facing forward at +1 and you multiply by -1, you suddenly find yourself facing backward at -1. Visually and physically, multiplying by -1 is exactly equivalent to performing a 180-degree U-turn. You haven't left the straight line, you've just flipped your direction entirely. This brings us to the ultimate historical math crisis, the square root of -1. By definition, we are looking for a mystery number, let's call it x, that when multiplied by itself equals -1. But let's reframe this using our driving analogy. We are looking for an action that when applied twice results in a 180-degree U-turn. Mathematically, it's a profound question. What is half of 180 degrees? The answer is brilliantly simple, 90 degrees. The mystery action is a quarter turn. But you can't make a quarter turn and stay on a 1D line. You need to turn the steering wheel and step into a new dimension. Welcome to the complex plane. By pulling the steering wheel to the left, you break free from the 1D line and step into a 2D world. We call this new vertical axis the imaginary axis, but a better name would be the lateral or rotational axis. Now, if you start at +1 and multiply by I, you perform that 90-degree turn to end up at 1I, pointing straight up. You are no longer just sliding back and forth, you are dancing in a circle. The imaginary unit I is not a quantity of things you can hold in your hand, it is a geometrical operator, a command to rotate perfectly sideways. The true magic of I reveals itself in its cyclical rhythm. Let's trace the powers of I. We start at 1. Multiply by I, and we rotate 90 degrees to I. Multiply by I again, which is I squared, and we do another 90-degree turn, landing precisely on -1. Multiply by I a third time, I cubed, and we rotate down to -I. Finally, multiply by I a fourth time, I to the fourth, and we complete the full 360-degree circle, arriving exactly back where we started at +1. This is the 4-beat heartbeat of complex numbers: turn, flip, turn, reset. It's an engine of continuous rotation. This rotational superpower means that multiplying any two complex numbers is simply a combination of rotating and scaling. If you have a vector like 2 + I and you multiply it by I, you are literally just grabbing that vector and giving it a perfect 90-degree twist counterclockwise, landing at -1 + 2I. Addition in the complex plane just slide shapes around, but multiplication spins them. This is why complex numbers are the ultimate tool for anything in the universe that oscillates, orbits, or spins. And that is exactly why imaginary numbers run the modern world. They are not abstract math puzzles, they are the language of reality. Electrical engineers use the complex plane to calculate alternating current, AC, in the power grid, where voltage and current constantly rotate out of phase. Quantum physicists use I in the Schrödinger equation to describe the wave functions of subatomic particles. Radar, Wi-Fi signals, and audio processing all rely on Fourier transforms, which are built entirely on the back of these 90-degree rotations. The crowning jewel of this rotational geometry is Euler's formula, e to the I pi + 1 = 0. Often called the most beautiful equation in mathematics, it perfectly ties everything together. The base e represents continuous growth, but when you put our steering wheel I into the exponent, that growth is forced sideways. Instead of growing outward, it grows around the origin. A growth of pi units with a continuous 90-degree lateral pull traces exactly half a circle, landing you perfectly at -1. Add 1 to that and you return to nothingness, 0. It is a masterpiece of geometric poetry. So, the next time you see the letter I in a math equation, don't think of impossible non-existent numbers. Think of gears turning, alternating currents flowing, and particles spinning. Think of it as the mathematical steering wheel that unlocks the second dimension.
Action is greater than quantity, and I is the ultimate action. References: Visual Complex Analysis by Tristan Needham and The Road to Reality by Roger Penrose.